Today, I'm going to answer the question, how do I help my clients embody their human design? And the very first thing I'm going to tell you is you have to coach your clients by design first, and you have to live your design first, too. The first myth that I kind of want to blow up is there's an idea that you should only do readings for people who are your type. You should only coach people who are your type. You might enjoy that. Some of you might enjoy that. That might feel right or aligned, but I certainly might say you don't have to coach your own type. What you do have to do is you have to show up living true to your design, because that's the energy that helps other people get the importance and the power of human design. So the very first thing we have to understand when we are coaching people and helping them embody their design is the very first thing we have to tell them is there's no absolutes with this. That's hard, okay? Because we are so well trained to want systems and labels and formulas. We're all deeply conditioned by systems and labels and formulas. So our clients show up, and even you sometimes as students, you show up and you want to know what's the system label and what's the formula, right? And the thing, there's sort of an irony in human design. And the irony is there is a system, there is a body of knowledge that is human design. And it's pretty particular, right? It's pretty deliberate. And yet, simultaneously, this system is designed to teach you how to find your own inner authority, which says there really isn't a system. So it's a system that teaches you there isn't a system. And really, within that system, the only system is your system that works for you. So that's the only thing that works for you. So the first thing we have to do as coaches, because as coaches, we are the heart of the model we're using to help transform our clients. The very first thing we have to do is we have to live true to our type first. We have to show our clients what walking our talk means, and we have to show our clients the benefits of living true to who we are. So step one in helping your clients embody their design is to live it yourself, be it yourself. Step two is, of course, teaching them type and strategy. But here's where I would encourage you to, with great integrity, remind your clients that that type, strategy, and authority, teaching them how to really follow that, is going to be a living experiment. You don't want your clients to take your word for it. You want them to integrate the experience of living true to their design in their selves on a visceral, experiential level. And so you want to tell your clients, hey, this is a great way for you to start making a different set of decisions, probably decisions that are going to bring you closer to the fulfillment of your authentic self. But don't take my word for it. Go try it yourself. Go try it and bring it back and see. Let's talk through your experience. Did it feel good? Did it feel weird? Was it scary? Was it awesome? You want to let them, give them the keys, if you will, to unleashing their own experience of human design in the world. It's not a process that you learn instantly. You probably know that yourself. Learning to master, for example, the emotional wave is not that easy. It takes practice and it takes time, and to a certain degree, it takes some trust, right? So you have to help your clients really debrief from some of their experiences. And this is the part we don't ever talk about. Oh my gosh, this is the dark secret of human design. All right, you ready? When people start following their type and strategies, sometimes their lives fall apart in a good way, but it doesn't always feel good in the beginning, because what happens is all of a sudden you're making more and more authentic decisions. It feels good. You're doing what feels right. You're trusting yourself. You're out in the world and things are starting to really feel like, oh, this makes sense, right? And all of a sudden, all the people and all the choices that you made from your past place, from that conditioned place, they start to fall apart. And people want to know what's wrong with you. Why are you being so selfish? Why are you making those weird sounds? What does that mean, right? All of a sudden, we sometimes, not always, but we get into conflict with those old patterns. And so it can feel like, oh my God, my life is falling apart. Sometimes our inner directive says, okay, I have to push the timeout button. I need a pause in my life. I got to go rest and restore and restock and replenish my energy. I need to quit my job and heal my burnout. Or I need to quit my job and actually move where I need to be. There's all kinds of different decisions we start making from a very different place. And it can disrupt someone's life. It's ultimately a really good disruption. It is. But in the moment, it can feel really destabilizing. And so sometimes When our clients start really like putting on the training wheels and living true to their type, they get a little wobbly because all of a sudden now they're making decisions that are really authentic and aligned and making everybody else in their lives really mad at them. And sometimes they need help to get through setting good boundaries and really clarifying what they're doing and why they're doing what they're doing. The third thing you have to know is you have to know how to coach people by type. And that's part of what I train people to do in the Quantum Human Design Coach Mastermind program, because different people, different types respond differently to different kinds of coaching. And they have different types have different drivers. They have different needs and they have different ways of creating. And if you don't coach someone appropriately by type, it's going to be hard for them to embody their type themselves because they're not going to get it. So to sum this up, you want to help. First of all, you got to model for yourself. What does it look like? You got to model for your clients. What does it look like to live aligned and true to human design? You got to educate your clients and help them understand type, strategy, and authority. You got to encourage them to go out and experiment. You want to debrief with their experimental process and be ready to kind of give them some key coaching, if you will, some support and nurturing to get them through the disruption that sometimes follows when they start making more authentic and more aligned choices. And you got to coach them by design. So those would be the 5 core things that I would recommend that you do in order for you to help your clients begin to embody their human design.